Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here, and welcome back to our newest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today, I got a very special treat. I got a battle against a person that you are most likely known of. Like literally, chances are higher that you don't know about my channel, you just stumble upon this video, than not knowing Joey PokeaimMD. You know, he's an absolute legend, a living legend, we say, on this platform, and such a great guy, very professional, and he really takes viewers' enjoyment to heart. How do I know this? Is because I've seen it firsthand, because I'm his video editor for the Pokemon discussion videos. And it's actually also thanks to Joey that I'm able to bring you guys content on this channel, because being that I'm working for him, I'm also able to provide content on this channel because I got the time for it, or else I would double the work outside and I would be too occupied to do anything on this channel whatsoever. So big thanks to him. But also Joey is an incredible player. So going to this, I know there's a lot of players out there, a lot of viewers that would love to see this, that's been waiting for this for years. So going into this, I am partially very excited and very terrified because I want to give a good match, you know. But Joey's all about the fun here. But let's get right into it. So I'm gonna lead with Sylveon. He's gonna lead with the future Donphan, which I also possess. None of us actually has an ancient Donphan, surprisingly enough. Being that I am probably even too excited, I just decided to terrestrialize my Sylveon into fire, because I am skeptical on him going for Iron Head. I'm not too sure what kind of game he wants to play. I want to get this Pokemon out. This Pokemon is a giant threat to my team, and I want to get it out. So I decided to Terra Fire. Basically, it's not a good idea to terrorize this early, but I needed to get this damage in. I really needed to get this damage in. I'm a special defensive, or more of a bulky set Sylveon, and he was terrified of me being Scarfed. That's why he knocked off. But if I was to be offensive in any way, and if I did the same moves, that Pokemon would have been gone. So he does realize that actually, and he did told me that the reason he did knock off is because he really wanted to get rid of the Specs. Specs Sylveon terrorizing is an absolute behemoth, like a mammoth, like a literal mammoth. Like even this mammoth aren't mammoth enough for Sylveon, you know. It's a different species of mammoth. Anyways, I expect him to Earthquake this turn because of the way I played, plus fire being weak to the likes of Earthquake. I'm thinking, okay, that's just gonna bait him into it, and he does decide to do that. I don't got Stealth Rocks on this, that's quite troublesome. I got Rapid Spin. And yeah, the move doesn't do enough. It doesn't take him out, so he barely survives there. That is actually kind of bad. I was hoping he's going to switch out, maybe preserve it for later on in case any of us want a Rapid Spin. But this time around, I do decide to Rapid Spin, but he switches out to Dragapult. Makes an exceptional move right here. The reason I say this is because Dragapult is not a glass cannon, but it's not something that likes taking moves. If I like, let's say, Iron Head, which I can, looking at his team, literally his Pokemon is at 1 HP. I could have easily have done anything in the book. I could have knocked off again, which I probably should have, considering the situation I was given. But Dragapult is a problem, because I'm not too sure what kind of Dragapult I'm actually facing. Am I facing a Scarfer? Am I facing a Bandit one like my Dragapult is? I am not sure. Anyways, he does go for the Flamethrower. He doesn't really do much damage. But again, I'm not sure on the situation of this Dragapult. Considering Sylveon is an incredible Pokemon, I was still able to take that, but I was actually switching out to Sylveon to simply go down. You know, just simply go down. But since I didn't, I'm hoping that's a Choice Scarf Dragapult, or I'm contemplating it's not Specs, or just generally he doesn't want to risk something crazy going on, so he may switch out. He does switch out back to his future Donphan, back in the past to his future Donphan. Not really, but yeah, I still am able to somehow try to pass the wish to my Again, Dragapult is not something that likes to take a move from this. As you guys see, knockoff does a lot of damage, nearly takes me out, but luckily enough we were able to survive that, since it is on stab and still able to retaliate from this amount of HP we're at. I was honestly thinking about it. I always think Dragapult has a Levitate for some reason. I'm not too sure if I was thinking this way in the bell. I cannot say. I don't think so. But I was pretty sure I'm going to survive a move and then just take that Pokemon out. U-turn is not a good idea, because I'm pretty much showing him my next Pokemon coming in. But in this case, Sylveon is a fodder. You know, it's an easy fodder for this Pokemon right here. Predator that we call it, Latex. It's an incredible Pokemon. I love this Pokemon with first impression. If it Choice Banded, Life Orb, it is a huge problem. Anyways, with huge problems, my Sylveon is gonna be taken down. That's not a huge problem. But him being able to show me his next Pokemon is a problem for him and a good thing for me. So in cases like this, we both did sort of a move that exposes our next Pokemon coming in. So I'm actually contemplating here. Okay, so this Rotom could be bulky, right? And looking at my team, I don't really have a good answer for Rotom. So the best Rotom is a sleeping Rotom, right? And at worst case scenario, he may have an actual item, I mean a berry like Lumberry or Chesto Berry to get rid of the status conditions. But he actually tricks me, the Scarf, and I'm gonna put him to sleep. So that is not a terrible situation to be in, because again, as I said, I would rather have this Pokemon be asleep. And he did trick and get a Black Sludge, which in this case really shows always put Black Sludge on your poison Pokemon. Because of situations like this. So now his Pokemon is basically taking damage. So any damage is good damage in general. Now I'm thinking, okay, he's asleep, right? He's not gonna waste a turn. I don't think he's gonna allow me, because I got pretty offense, still going around, and I don't think you got time to waste turns when you got very offensive stuff going your way. So he switches out to a very offensive Pokemon, and I switch out to a Dragapult. So we seem to be thinking the same game right here. Ancient Donphan against Ancient Donphan, Dragapult versus Dragapult. A lot of Volcarona and Volcarona. It's pretty crazy. You will see. But anyways, Dragapult versus Dragapult. Do I Sucker Punch or do I Dragon Darts? Now I'm max speed. Now I'm only scared that he's max speed as well. Now I'm pretty sure he's not Scarf. Maybe he's Expert Belt. I'm not too sure. But in this case, he will switch out. And he's gonna switch out his Amaterasu. Dragon Dart, these are a banded Dragon Dart, so I was hoping it's gonna be a 2-shot. It just comes close to a 2-shot. That is actually pretty huge, because a Volcarona of this sort, I would imagine it's a bulky Volcarona, it's a defensive spread, because the Dragon Darts normally do just a massive damage to a lot of things that neutrally hit it. But Volcarona is a problem, because looking at my team, we got Among Us, Glade. After Volcarona gets one single Quiver Dance up, this Pokemon can just rain through. It's like living storm coming in, right? So I switch out to my future Volcarona. I get my special attack increase 30%, which is not too bad. He's gonna decide, and of course go for the Morning Sun, which is quite of a nuisance. I'm thinking maybe I should Agility, or maybe I should just ferociously attack this Pokemon. Since I'm in a situation with Volk being full HP and I'm not at full HP, plus I don't have any way to boost my my moves, I've still decided to just go offense, while I still have it, right? So he goes for Quiver Dance, and looking at it, I did just about half, maybe just a little bit less than half, 49%, I would assume. I think that's about 49%. Still, with Quiver Dance, that's gonna kinda negate, but I'm very lucky with the special attack increase, because I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna get it again. That is pretty lucky. None of us can switch out. We got too much power going on. I was thinking maybe I shoot Agility to kinda try to negate, but it's not gonna negate anything because he already has +2 speed, +2 special attack. So in worst case scenario, he's gonna Morning Sun, but potentially crit can happen eventually. He's gonna decide to go offense, go for the flamethrower, get a crit. Actually, I was surprised I was able to survive that with a crit, to be honest. I guess I'm underestimating the special bulk of this Pokemon right here. Because normally, you kind of have like other Pokemon that have their stats completely swapped. But this Pokemon's special defense here, as you guys can see, was able to take a +2. Also shows the Volcarona was indeed a bulky set. Yeah, but with that being said, the Dragapult is gonna come in, easy kill for him. I don't really have an easy switch. I mean, I guess in a way, Stealth Rocks are involved. If I don't get rid of the Stealth Rocks with Dragapult around, my Pokemon is pretty much a goner. But I could have switched out to my Among Us there to try to scout what kind of move he's gonna go for. If he is potentially Lock, which I kinda doubt. But anyways, here I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna Rapid Spin, thinking he's gonna expect me to knock off, thinking that the Rotom, basically, Rapid Spin, his part goes, right? So he's immune. So Rapid Spin is not something I would normally do against the Ghost, but thinking he's gonna predict me to knock off his Rotom's Black Sludge away if he switches out to Rotom to Scout. And knowing that I cannot really touch Rotom for a significant amount of damage, yeah, that didn't work into my favor because clearly he just stayed in, go for the Shadow Ball. It was an easy 2-shot. Whether this one is specs, I'm still not too sure. I'm not familiar with Dragapult. This is actually my second time using Dragapult. But this one is physical, so I'm definitely not familiar. And I'm not familiar with Sword and Shield, Wi-Fi online battles too much. So Dragapult is a little bit off the table for me regarding knowledge. But my future Donphan is gone, and that is pretty terrible. Anyways, I was hoping here, because he didn't see me Sucker Punching before, I was hoping here that he will not see it coming. But of course, I did about 70%. Not the best damage, but it is still damage, and any damage is important here. Since he does crit me, that clearly was an overkill. But I should have probably risked the Speed Tie, to be honest. Thinking about it, I should probably risk the Speed Tie. But he still got that first impression Pokemon in the bag. So in either way, that Pokemon is going to take me out, even if resisted, because of his ability that goes past the resist, making it neutral. So it neutralizes any resist whatsoever. Anyways, Glade coming in. Yeah, it's not looking too good for me. I'm gonna Night Slash. I got Sharpness. And I think Sharpness also boosts the power of Sacred Sword. Since it boosts the power of any cutting moves, it seems. And yeah, Dragapult being taken down by Scarf Glade. Scarf Glade being late game exposed is not something that you're used to, seeing. But he still got this first impression Pokemon that could potentially be Choice Banded. An absolute menace. What a beast. Literally an absolute beast. A U-turn away on my Amoonguss. Easy U-turn right there. But also an incredible move in his behalf because, I could have attacked him again. But then again, I don't think I would do much damage because I'm banded. And, he clearly knows I'm Scarf. I mean, he clearly knows because I outspeed his Dragapult. And, he resists my move, so clearly a switch was to be expected. But the how do you call it, pseudo-legendary of this generation is gonna come in here, go for his signature move, and Titan is easily gonna clean me out here because literally I'm thinking, okay, I'm choice, right? I was going for Clear Spark with my Amoonguss because I didn't want him to get a speed. So I just wanted to continuously go for Clear Smoke to kind of negate that speed. Attack I don't care about, it's just that speed that I worry about. Ice Shark could have been potential. But Rotom gets completely annihilated by a Sacred Sword. That took me by surprise, to be honest. Still, with with his Ghost Pokemon out of the picture, sadly enough, his Predator, first impression, is an easy late game Pokemon to go around and murder my team completely. Still, that was an amazing match, Joey. I hope I gave you a fight. Honestly, I really enjoyed this match. I hope you guys have enjoyed this match with me as well. Go check him out in description. If there's anybody like a one person that is person enough, go check him out. Go check out his stuff. Go check out the Pokemon discussion videos that I'm editing for him, and enjoy yourself. But with that being said, have a great morning, day, night, whichever time zone you are in, and keep it healthy, because that is the most important thing. Peace out.